What's up, guys? Today's lesson is going to be about the ad matrix, and this is one of our secret weapons to driving traffic and getting really good conversions and really good click-through rates on our ads and that kind of stuff. So it's called the ad matrix, and it's based on the philosophy of no one-hit wonders. A one-hit wonder is an advertising campaign that you pay for that only has one hook, one avatar, one set of copy, one creative imagery, and that's it. So it's based on your intuition and what you think your customers or your clients are going to like. And that's a bad way to do an advertising campaign. We like to base our advertising campaigns on science and real numbers and real results. So we don't trust one-hit wonder campaigns, because they don't reflect the customer journey and they repel prospects because the ad is being run down their throats. Also, one-hit wonders only work for a short amount of time and have a low quality score. One-hit wonders are not scalable, and they don't put a specific message in front of a specific audience because the marketer didn't think about segmentation or message match. So this is what the ad matrix looks like. It's simply a spreadsheet that you could create on Microsoft, or you could create on Excel, or whatever you could create on Google Sheets, whatever you want. And it looks like this. It just has a column. It has several columns of avatars and several rows for hooks. And then you want to create a few tabs using this exact same format. You want to have like 4 different tabs. I'll show you in a minute how that works. So the first step is to identify the avatars that you put on the top of the spreadsheet in the rows. Each row is going to be designated to a different avatar. Here's an example: social media manager, the boss, agency owner, solopreneur. These are 4 different separate avatars of business owners that we're targeting. Then you identify the hooks. So on the left-hand side in all the rows, you put a different hook. There's different types of hook. You could do a social proof hook. You could do a status hook. You could do a time hook. You could do a secret or a discovery hook. There's lots of different hooks. And don't get a hook confused with a big idea. A hook is a way to deliver the big idea. It's like a way to dress up the big idea with visual and creative words and images. So, for example, a time hook, as you can see at the top there, 10 minutes, that's a time hook. Now, your big idea could easily be encapsulated within a time hook. That's where you focus your big idea around how quick it is. Now, get a grade, that would be a status hook. So the higher your grade, the higher your status. Your big idea could be encapsulated within the status hook. Same thing with know your goals. That could be a secret hook. So let's go on to the copy. Once you have your hook, you put those in the left-hand side there of the spreadsheet, and then you fill in your copy in between. So you have your avatars at the top now, and you have your hooks on the left in the rows. Each avatar is going to have its own separate copy that goes along with the hook. And each hook is going to have its own separate copy that goes along with the avatar, and you're just going to fill it in accordingly with headlines and descriptions and subheaders based on that hook and that avatar and what they're interested in. Pretty simple, right? And that's the first tab of your spreadsheet. Now you're going to create a new tab on your spreadsheet that has the exact same matrix, except instead of having copy and sales messaging, now you're going to focus on targeting. So each separate avatar is going to have its own targeting research. So this tab here is going to be more focused on the rows the columns and not the rows. So you're not going to worry about avatar research or anything for the hooks. The hook has nothing to do with the targeting or the research. The only thing you're researching is the avatar itself. For example, let's say we're using Facebook ads for the targeting. The Facebook ads have certain types of targeting and filters in the targeting section. You could filter by demographic, you could filter by interest, you could filter by behavior, you could filter by all kinds of things. And so, if you're targeting the social media manager, for example, they might like certain social media blogs that they're interested in. So one of their filters is going to be a certain social media blog. The agency owner is going to have certain influencers or interests that they're into or certain types of behavior. You're going to put those in the agency owner section or whatever avatar 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you're targeting a big boss man at a big Fortune 500 company, he's going to have different interests than the agency owner or the social media manager. And you're going to put the targeting filters and elements within these columns. The next step, now you have two different tabs. You have one tab that's filled with your copy. You have another tab that's filled with your targeting for each one of your avatars. The next step is to fill in your creative. So you have a third tab for your creative, and the creative has nothing to do with the avatars, so you're not going to fill in separate creative for each avatar. You're only going to put in separate creative for the hooks. So you're going to have a different image and a different creative imagery or video, whatever it is, for that hook, and then another video or image for that hook, and another video or image for that hook. So in this case, if one of your hooks is an emotional hook that says don't bottle up your emotions, well, this is a good image for that hook. And all you do, you would put a description of, hey, I want 2 bottles or bottles representing emotions and some kind of imagery representing bottling up your emotions. And when you tell that to your graphic designer, it's going to be very, very easy for him. So in this little section right here under hooks, let's say one of your hooks is the bottling up emotions. Right here, you're just going to put a descriptive sentence that says bottling up your emotions, and I want an image that represents that. And that's very easy for your graphic designer to do. And you do that for each one of the hooks right here. Don't worry about creative for your avatars because you're going to focus your creative imagery on your hooks, not your avatars. Make sense? All right, the next step is calculating all your results. So in the fourth tab, you're going to create a fourth tab, and for each avatar and each hook, you're going to have little mini dividers, one for how much you spent, one for how many clicks, one for how many opt-ins, one for the cost per lead, one for the cost for the revenue that you received off that campaign, and one for the return on investment. And you're going to have that for each hook, but you're also going to have that for each avatar. So break that down. That means you're going to know how much you spent for that avatar, but how much you spent for that hook, and then so on and so on. How many clicks you got for that avatar, how many clicks you got for that hook, so on and so on. And you're going to do that for each avatar and each hook. And you're going to track all the results. And at the end, you're going to find out which avatar makes you the most money, and you're going to find out which hook makes you the most money. And that's where you're going to invest the most of your ad spend and scale up from there. So if you find out that the time hook and the social media manager was the best combination, you're going to scale up that ad campaign. If the second best combination was getting your grade with the big boss, you're going to scale up that. If the third combination was creating a report for the agency owners, you're going to scale that one up. And you're going to choose, because at the end of the day, you're going to have like 15 different ad campaigns going at once. But you're going to narrow it down to the top 3, 4, or 5 campaigns that were the winners. Those are your winning campaigns, and those are the ones you're going to scale. That way you're not focusing your campaigns on your intuition and what you think is going to work and what you're guessing is going to work based on your research, but you're basing it off scientific data and real detailed A/B split testing for each avatar and each hook. This is a very smart way to scale your campaigns so you're getting the best return on investment for all your advertisements. So I hope you liked today's video, guys. Until the next one, you guys have a great rest of the day. Talk soon. Take care.